So in today's video, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to show you two women, two sisters, that is, giving their perspectives on how some women will usually pick some of the most down on their luck guys, some of the most bottom of the barrel, bottom of the totem pole guys that choose to have as significant others, where other guys who in some instances have done prison time for some of the most heinous crimes, from capital murder, kidnapping, what else, drug trafficking, just to name a few. In some instances, these are the types of guys some women find very attractive, believe it or not. And this just also goes to show you how much of a crazy and dysfunctional world we are living in. These are the same types of guys who some women find more exciting, way more exciting when it comes to sexual purposes, for having or needing a sexual desire fulfilled, over guys who they may consider as squares, lames, corny, guys as in who may be the types of guys who may happen to work a regular 9 to 5, never get into any trouble with the law, much less never ever have been in trouble with the law, guys who just are trying to work to make ends meet and make an honest living. Some guys who also may be highly educated, who may be pretty successful. On top of that, may make upwards of 6 figures, may live in homes that may be around 6 figures, in some cases more than 6 figures. Guys who may drive some of the most fanciest and high-end vehicles, the same types of guys who some women reject in order to be able to get when guys who have nothing at all to offer them, guys in most cases who are usually the bad boys, the most toxic groups of guys they can find, and in some cases who they choose to have kids with. Anyways, let me go ahead and roll the clips.
Interest in place. Somebody tagged me in a video where this woman was going to pick up a prisoner that she had been dealing with. That video had over 410,000 likes. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, let's talk about something. This wasn't the most attractive woman, right? But the man that she was going to go pick up was probably a man that, let's say, if he had himself together, he would never choose her. But because his life is not together, he's willing to entertain her. And that's usually how these situations go with women who entertain men who locked up. They are getting these men on a discount. Like, let me give you an example. It would be like if you wanted this Gucci purse, but you can't afford it retail. But if there's some type of malfunction with it or defect, you can afford the defective version, right? And that's basically what these girls are doing. They would never be able to get the Gucci purse at retail because they can't afford it. But they can get it once the buckle is broke on it. They can get it once the zipper don't work right. They can get it when the stitching ain't right on it, right? And that's exactly what happens with these men that's locked up. They can't pull these men if these men had their life together, was making good money, and they was actually good catches. They would never be able to get them. But because he down bad, he'll entertain her. And she knows that. Subconsciously, she knows she would never get him if he was not down bad. And that's the situation with a lot of women. A lot of women like to go after men who life is not together, who down bad, because they know under other circumstances they could never get him, right? If he truly had his life together, if he truly was a catch, she wouldn't stand a chance against the other women that she would be in competition with. I remember I was watching an episode of Love After Lockup, and that was the exact situation. One of the girls who was on the show, she was dealing with a dude who was locked up, but she went to high school with that dude. And when he was in high school, he was that guy. But she didn't stand a chance amongst the other girls at that high school to get him. But now that he'd been locked up and lost some teeth, now he willing to entertain you. Now he willing to give you an opportunity. A lot of these women know that, and that's the reason why they go after these men that's locked up, because they can get what they want at a discounted rate.
Y'all, I don't get how a man fresh out of prison can find a good woman in no time. And y'all, I'm not lying. I've been a probation parole officer for 3 years. So once they're released from prison, they're coming to me. Now, their address usually starts out, with the mom or a family member or something like that. But that next month they come and I see them, oh, they need to immediately change their address. Baby, they found them a woman. She's helping him pay his fines and fees. She's cooking for him. He's using her car and stuff. And I'm like, how? Like, you just got out of prison a month ago. Where did you meet her? What did you say? Like, I need to know because it's men out here who's free working a 9 to 5 and they can't find a woman at all. They're still searching for that good woman. So I just want to know, what are these men in prison? What are they saying? Because this is crazy to me.
Like I just said earlier, these two examples explain how crazy of a world, not only how crazy of a world we're living in, but how delusional, how crazy modern women are or have gotten. Women, especially women within the 20 something and 30 something year old, in some instances, even older age brackets, but specifically the 20 something year old more so and the 30 something year old age brackets. I mean, like this woman, this last probation officer happened to say, she even wonders as a woman, coming from a woman's point of view, how are guys who are that toxic able to find women like that. And I don't know if y'all ever noticed or not, but it's always the prettiest women who these guys could be able to pull. I mean, it just doesn't add up to me. I mean, if I'm am I right or wrong? Shouldn't they be able to get these types of guys by them being at the bottom of the totem pole? Well, shouldn't they be able, if they are able to find women, shouldn't they be able to find women who are on that level, who are more so at the bottom of the totem pole themselves? Instead, these types of guys, in some instances, are able to pull women who may be property managers for apartment complexes, or women with this same type of job title who are usually parole / probation officers. In some cases, could also be able to get with women, not just women who are pretty or fairly attractive, but women who may happen to be, I would say, nurses, in some instances, doctors, professors, college professors, school teachers, those types of women. It's like in some cases, also women like to give all their time to some of the most undeserving of men, some of the most worthless men. And like I said earlier, pick those types of guys that have kids by, in most cases as well. Guys who they're always assuming will not make good fathers. And even some women even know off the rip that these guys wouldn't make good fathers at all, but yet they still choose to have kids by these types of guys anyway. And last but not least, make sure, like always, to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm out.